With Gina.
The news with Gina Grad.
Well, Donald Trump became the first sitting American president to visit North Korea over the weekend when he met that country's leader in the demilitarized zone and then accepted Kim Jong-un's invite to step into the country. And we have some video of that. The two leaders posed for photos. They exchanged pleasantries. They vowed to resume negotiations about ending North Korea's nuclear program. So Trump was there, 3:45 p.m. local time, walked 20 steps into the North Korean side of the DMZ. Kim told Trump through an interpreter, "It's good to see you again. I never expected to meet you in this place." Trump responded by saying, "Big moment." And later said he would send Kim an invitation for a White House visit.
I got a theory.
No.
Why Trump likes this guy so much.
Why?
If you ever see yourself in a picture next to Jeff Probst, you go, God, I have a fat head.
So dumpy.
I look like shit. My
I'm
head
not
looks like a
chiseled.
big old fat head on me. Because that guy's head, the guys who have the dimples and the cleft and everything.
That
That's
nice
strong
jaw.
jaw.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Viggo Mortensen. Don't take any fucking
No,
selfies with that
no.
dude. You'll look like a giant fucking... Someone took a tub of butter and just put it on top of your shoulder. Like, oh, that dumb guy. And by the way, you look dumb. You look like you're thinking of stupid
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Aaron Eckhart shows up, you run.
You fucking run. So you're Trump and you're doing a photo op. You don't want Justin Trudeau.
No.
You don't want Putin either.
No.
We found a guy with a bigger bucket head than Trump. Trump's like got one of the biggest heads of any president.
Yeah.
And this guy's got even a bigger bucket head.
That's a good point.
And when you're taking that photo op, you're going to look like the trim, smart one in that group.
That's
You
right.
get in between Vigo and Probst, you're fucked.
It's over.
Yeah. It's a great point.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why he made the trip.
That's why I made the trip.
Yeah. Kim Jong-un is the new black.
Makes you look good.
Makes you look thin.
Yeah, he's
Slimming.
like,
Slimming.
he's like vertical stripes.
Yeah.
Contoured
Yeah.
makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lose weight. Just get a new friend.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah,
Get Kim Jong-un
instead of
in your
lose the
life.
weight, why don't you gain a friend?
Hi,
Fat
I'm
ass
the
friend.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
You always fat. People make fun of you.
Right.
Call you fatty. Let me stand next to you.
That's right.
Look skinny today.
That's
the
right.
Kim Jong way.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
that's
right.
real
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Adam, you're fat.
Yeah.
Let me stand next to you. Now
Please.
look at you.
Now look at me. I look smarter and thinner.
You're welcome.
That's right. He has a haircut that accentuates his
Yeah.
bucket head
Yeah.
Yes.
as well, which is awesome.
He
Now,
always,
and
looks
no
like
one
he always looks like he's falling forward.
Yeah, stumbling forward.
Yeah,
And
stumbling forward.
Didn't we find out on however many shows ago, no one else is allowed to have that haircut?
What?
That's just for Kim.
oh, that's his haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And you guys got a lot in common, Joe, because he collects his poo as well.
No.
When
Takes
he
it with him.
travels, he takes it with him. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He
What?
doesn't want people sifting through it trying to find out what his diet is or any of his secrets.
No.
Yes.
He shits in the bag?
Yes, it's always collected and brought back on the train with him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
By the way, do you think anyone's trying to unravel the mystery of his diet? Like, he eats a lot of Chick-fil-A. That's like,
Guys, you're not going to believe this. He eats a ton of cheese.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, didn't he eat a ton of cheese? Wasn't that like a thing?
He doesn't want people getting his DNA or something. There's something
Meanwhile,
about
Trump's supposed to give everyone his DNA.
his Duke.
for
Yeah,
sure.
he'll spread
Nice,
his seed
nice.
anywhere. Yeah. He doesn't want people to know what he's eating or something. Also, bad sign. I heard this on the news. Bad sign for a nation. Like, we have bad sign for a city. It's barbed wire around freeway signs. Like, and we have the placards in front of the firehouses that say, drop your child off here. Like, hey,
Safe drop off.
If you have an infant, don't throw it in the garbage disposal. Drop it off at the firehouse. Like, that's a bad sign
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
society, right?
Yeah.
Bad sign for a nation. I heard somebody saying Trump invited him to come see the White House. It's unclear if he has a plane that'll make it.
Yeah, that's...
That means you could
Yeah.
probably make you've got a few holes in your national game. Like, it's 2019. We don't know if we have a plane.
You can't get a direct to D.C., to Dulles.
Yeah, you have to fly Amelia Earhart's
Yeah.
plane over there. Like, we're not sure if he has a plane that'll make it. And you go,
stateside.
what? And then you're like, yeah, because they've cut themselves off from everything and they don't have a 777.
You're right.
And Drake has a better plane
Than the
Oh,
president?
for sure he does.
than Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
or whoever.
Kim Jong-un.
The chairman.
Yeah.
That's a very
he
good
has
point.
a better
Yeah.
plane than the guys running a nation.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you could put that picture up one more time of Trump and Kim Jong-un, it's why does every picture of Kim Jong-un look like it's a Chico's kind of day? Like he's in a sassy separate women's pantsuit. Like that's a Chico's kind of day commercial.
He dresses like, I don't know why it's just picturing it, but in the movie Planet of the Apes, the ape female doctor,
yeah, I remember
Vera
that.
or something,
That is her
dressed
outfit.
sort of.
Yeah.
That's sort of how the apes dressed.
He's in Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Yes, that's right.
Wow. Yeah, it's
That's
like a
right.
boss lady outfit.
Right.
Okay, good for him. All right. Well, Pamela Anderson's ex-boyfriend, Adil Rami, who we talked about the other day, denies abusing the star during their 2-year relationship. He said in an Instagram post, he's a French soccer player, he wrote, I'll translate, "I will make it simple and super clear, and as I said before, I will not comment on the details of my life with Pamela. I do want to tell you that these accusations of violence are completely false, and I cannot let that go." One of her claims last week, she said that Adele cheated on her and crushed, quote unquote, both of her hands during a fight. Following the allegations, he was suspended as the ambassador for a French domestic abuse charity.
If you
Obviously.
crush somebody's hands during a fight, that means they punched you in the forehead.
You're trying
right?
to
or you're
defend yourself?
something.
I don't know.
I had a breakthrough as a father today.
Oh.
I was listening to Joe's stand-up special, and I agree. Like the whole parenting thing, the fucking kids, like it's all out the window. And somebody said to me today, they said, "Well, what about Sonny? Like, how you doing with Sonny?" And I was like, "Well, he doesn't speak any languages other than English. He doesn't play an instrument. He's not that respectful of the elderly. He's not a very good student. He can't code. Like, I've not taught him anything, and he's good for nothing." But I do have one achievement that I can claim that trumps all of those. He hates soccer. I have made that boy hate soccer, and he fucking hates soccer.
Man.
And while, again, he's a shit student, he can't do long division, he probably can't conjugate a verb, he speaks no Spanish, he does nothing,
But
he
you
has
know
no
what?
work ethic, but he hates soccer, and that for me is my crowning
Can
achievement.
I
You did
say
your
something?
job.
Can I say
Yes.
something? On what you just said, I would hire him.
Wow.
Right,
You know what I mean? Good for nothing,
right.
not educated,
This kid can't follow
not
directions.
motivated,
Yeah.
but hates soccer. You're hired.
That's right. Sorry I'm 45 minutes late, but I was buzzed, so I didn't want to come in too early and throw up.
All good, buddy.
But I hate soccer.
You weren't watching soccer,
Get in
were you?
here. Someone just got promoted.
I thought I've successfully instilled one thing.
Yeah.
Not work ethic.
No.
Nothing else.
No grit.
But he hates soccer, and I'll
work
take
is
full
done.
credit for that.
Yeah.
Adam, have you tried going to a soccer game?
No.
Okay.
It's enough. I can't watch. If I can't, don't tell me, if I can't enjoy whatever you're doing on TV, then I cannot enjoy it in person. That's my new thing. Now, I can enjoy MMA on TV, and then I could enjoy it in person. I can enjoy porn on a computer. I think I could enjoy it in person as well. If I'm watching soccer in high def with 15 cameras and I'm bored as shit, I'm not going to have any more fun when I get in that stadium. That's my thing.
I don't blame you.
So anyway, Sonny hates soccer.
And you're done.
And I'm a hero.
Yeah.
yes,
You're done
That's
parenting.
right.
Well, speaking of bloody sports, a UFC fight got so bloody Saturday night, the referee had to call it. I don't know if you saw this footage.
Really? I've
but
never seen a fight that the ref stopped because it was so bloody.
the ref basically said in 15 years, this is the first time. So Fox News reports that the Cage Warriors 106 welterweight championship match between Nicholas Dalby and Russ Houston abruptly ended Saturday over the amount of blood splattered on the mat. The fight was ruled a no contest. Houston ended up retaining the belt. The bout was called in the third round as the two competitors could barely stand up straight. And referee Mark Goddard, who officiated the match, said that in the 15 years he's been doing it, he had to make that call.
Well, I've seen it so bloody that the guys are so slippery that they literally can't hang on to each other. Then I also...
It's like Django Unchained.
By the way, back to the monkey cage theorem. these guys, sometimes the bloodiest fight of the night is the prelims.
Or just because they're
It's just two guys who don't care, and they're just trying to make a statement and whatever. So I've seen prelim fights where it's the bloodiest fight ever, and then at some point, so what if I said this to you? Here was our fine. It's like, look, you're the main event. You're the star of the show. You're the star attraction of the show. Even let's just say it's stand-up comedy, JoKoy.
Okay.
You're the big star. You're the big draw. There's 9,000 people in this place, and they're all here to see you.
Okay.
But you have an opener, and you have a middle.
He's pooped his pants.
And then you're going to go on. Mm-hmm. So you go, okay. And then after the middle, you're going to walk out on stage. Oh, I'm going to need you to get barefoot and get in your underpants, and the stage is going to be covered with blood.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah,
that'd be no good.
The canvas is a canvas. The UFC is like a canvas.
Right.
It gets covered with blood, and the next guy who's doing the main event is barefoot.
Ugh.
And he's in board shorts or his underpants, but he's barefoot, and he has to go walk into this place where there's this covered in human blood, and he's barefoot.
That's gross.
And it's canvas, and it's not a monkey cage.
Call back to your idea for a solution for the graffiti on the signs, the tearaway. Why not just have tearaway canvas? There's just surfaces. It doesn't have to be thick, like a mat.
Unbutton it, and there's another one underneath.
Yeah,
exactly.
They cleaned the field on the 7th inning.
Yeah,
right, like
they
a drag
the field.
Yeah, I agree. Just put the big Tecate banner over it or whatever.
Oh.
They do tearaway goggles, tearaway everything on all the
just
time.
Just a film. It doesn't have to be slick. It can be, sort of tacky or something like that.
Yeah, you'd have to figure out something that had the right gription. Mm-hmm. And then if there was a bunch of fights, by the way, there's not only is there going to be blood, there's going to be some snot rockets, a lot of sweat, tears,
a lot of body fluid,
little semen in there, whatever. Some guys really enjoy fighting, Joe. Yeah. Anyway, you'd have to, just tear it, just roll it off and pull it away.
The ring girls can do it.
I have found, I was saying that with the freeway signs, put a thin film over them like you do on a car, like the bra to protect a car, clear coat. And then when the gangbangers tag it up, you just peel it off, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. I wonder if they've ever done it, because I have seen guys enter the ring for the main event, and it's a bloody mess on the ground.
Well, that leads to my next thought is I think it's cool for them to have them being the organization, the UFC, the whoever, the Bellator, to have a bloody mat. Like, these guys really kicked each other's ass. That's the business we're in.
Do you think
it's cool to get Hep C?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what we're thinking about.
Do you think it's because there's a bunch of dudes and they think that's like, that's not a big deal. It's just blood.
Little blood.
Is that why they're not doing anything? Because one thing I hate also when you watch boxing, Adam, is when the corner squirts a bunch of water
blood,
and then all of a sudden it's slippery in that corner and fighters are slipping.
Right.
And like you've known this since the beginning of boxing that happens. Why don't you guys lay something down there that you can tear away?
Yeah.
Boxing.
It's the same thing, though, right? Every fight, they always there's too much water in that corner. It's like, no shit.
It's completely, it's happened a million times. The reason I'm speechless is because it drives me insane. There's two things in boxing. They have a canvas, but in the middle of the canvas, it's got Monster Energy drink logo or whatever. And you'll go like, whenever they fight in that part of the canvas, they slip because the canvas is not slippery, but the logo is slippery, and they'll slip on that part of the canvas. It's kind of like the NFL football game at the old Oakland, whatever, and they're like, he's kicking from the pitcher's mound, and they've left the rubber in place. He's going to be a tough kick. It's like, it's a professional game. They win this, they're going to the playoffs. If they don't, it's like, would you figure it out?
Diamond?
Yes, they're playing on a baseball diamond. Figure this out. The worst in boxing is the white cloth tape. The white rip. And so what happens in boxing is they get saturated with water. They're sponging on them, the sweat everywhere, they're clinching, everyone. Inevitably, the stupid white medical tape gets saturated with water. It's gauzy, and it comes undone, and then 3 inches of it is flapping. In the middle of these two guys beating the crap out of each other, the ref steps in. It's like, hey, that guy, this. And then they go to the corner, and the guy's got more of the same tape that failed the first time, and they wrap it around. It takes a bunch of time. They used duct tape. Duct tape never failed.
And my
it never
favorite-
comes
my
undone,
favorite-
but they went back to
You
it.
know, my favorite part is when they also do that. They always like, we don't know where the tape is. They act like they don't know where the scissor is. They don't know where the tape
They
is,
act like
giving
it.
them more of a rest.
Right.
It's
Right.
full of shit. My whole thing with that tape, though, you can rip it with your fucking finger.
Right.
The ref can just rip it. It's
don't-
rippable tape. Even if it was duct tape, you can
so-
rip duct tape.
But they switched to duct tape, and it never failed. It never came undone because duct tape is bulletproof,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't do that. But then they went back to the cloth tape. Like, why?
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't
but
even know. This should be you.
also,
Because I think that
can't we work something out that doesn't involve duct tape or even tape? Like these two
Who hears
warriors
this?
are going into the squared circle. What do
Yeah, it is
figure
kind
it
of
out?
funny to do some tape.
No.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
Figure it out. That boxing gloves used to have thumbs that were detached, and guys would get thumbed all the time. They'd go, "Oh, that guy thumbed. He got thumbed. He got his eye screwed up with the
Right.
thumb, and they have to stop the fight, whatever." At a certain point, they sewed the thumb in, so guys couldn't get thumbed anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, go ahead and modify it so you can't get laced.
feel free.
They only wrap the tape around it so the guys don't get the laces. By the way,
what the fuck? Really?
yes.
That's the only reason why it's because of the lace? I thought it was to keep the gloves on tighter.
No, it's
To wrap
just-
it tighter around the wrist.
It's just well,
Probably some stability there, right?
No, their hands are
It's
taped.
literally just for the fucking laces. Get rid of the laces.
I know. Let's go with Velcro, people.
Thank you.
They tie it up. They tie. It's so. Well, it's partially probably so it doesn't come untied the bow. But I mean, I don't know. Work out the glove, would you? People, so we don't
We
have a
have
bunch of tape
have other
around
options
it.
been enough
besides
time.
laces, yeah.
Also, if you're the ref and you see the wisp of cotton, which is the white tape that's hanging from Mike Tyson's glove, let him continue.
Yeah.
He's throwing uppercuts that would kill a rhino. And we're worried about this little wisp of tape.
Yeah.
What damage might this cause?
Yeah.
What's the real danger here?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That uppercut will break his jaw, but that tape,
Ooh.
decapitation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, as we turn the corner onto summer, we find out which U.S. cities are the most unfaithful, according to the 2019 Infidelity Hot List from Ashley Madison. Maxim,
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
Some
it used to be
surprises.
an easy answer, which whatever city Harvey Weinstein was in
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
would
building, yeah.
immediately get the
That's
crown.
right. The target moved.
But now he's
yeah.
out of commission.
That's right. Maxim announced that the cheating-friendly dating site's latest list was determined using data from the number of people in each city basically signing up during summer.
Mm-hmm.
And after all the data was compiled, it turned. Well, do you want to guess?
Yeah.
Okay. I have the top 20, so you can guess
Cheating
anything.
cities.
The most signups for Ashley Madison in the summertime. So yes, the most unfaithful cities.
Some godless place like Los Angeles or New York.
You got to figure a certain. Is there a certain income you need to like join up with these kinds of
mean,
services?
Miami?
You know?
Yeah, I'm guessing
I
it's
don't
not
think
Detroit.
It's free.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like-
Miami feels pretty good, and there's also I don't know, a San Francisco.
Is it also? Are we thinking the wrong way? Is there a sort of repressed thing? You know what I mean, where you're going online?
There's always the
to,
Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this.
Bible Belt, maybe.
I'm going to tell you this. No L.A., no New York in the top 10.
Okay, maybe we change our thinking. Go kind of Bible Belts.
Yeah,
Like Atlanta?
so we'll
Ooh,
say
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta's good.
Atlanta's really good.
I like the Miami thought, and then I'm going out on a limb. Plentywood, Montana.
Where Bertram's from?
That's where Mr. Bertram's from. Yes, there is a Plentywood, Montana.
Atlanta is number 6.
Wow.
And I'm just going to read you the top 10 going down
Please.
from 10 to 1. Gilbert, Arizona.
What?
If that does anything for you.
Wait, what university is in Gilbert?
Yeah, that's a
probably
good question.
why, right?
Tampa, Las Vegas, Cincinnati, Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, Fremont, California. Is that
Fremont,
Northern California?
Yes, it is. It's
Okay.
a very small town in the East Bay.
They are very bored. Pittsburgh,
wild.
Pennsylvania, St. Louis, Missouri, Newark, New Jersey, and Orlando.
Wow,
Most signups.
no, we suck.
Pittsburgh is one of those places which is, I don't know if you'd like this as a city or not, but I mean, there are cities you go to that you've heard a lot about, and you don't really need to go back, or you kind of go, I don't know, it's sort of like first time I went to Paris is amazing. But London is like, it's all right.
No, it's all right.
The food wasn't that good. It's pretty expensive, really expensive. It's okay.
No.
Pittsburgh is one of those places where you go, hey, Pittsburgh is nice. Like everyone comes back. It's a
Shocked.
weird kind of low self-esteem
Yeah.
city thing that everyone pictures smokestacks and guys.
Soot.
Yeah, soot and picture All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise and
Yeah.
all that. And you go to Pittsburgh and you go, that's pretty nice, but it's based on super low expectations. And if you were thinking of it like you think of Seattle or San Francisco,
Yeah,
you wouldn't do
you'd
that.
Never go back. But you think of it dystopian.
Right, and then you come back and you go, it's nice.
pretty good.
It's really nice. You got the Permanente sandwich. You
clean.
put the French fries on the
yeah.
sandwich. Like, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Did you know? They always have a did you know.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Yeah. Did
Hot
you know?
sauce came from...
Right, it
Yeah.
was invented.
Yeah, it was invented there.
Yeah.
Remember a while ago, and I know Brian will, because I think Christy had some insider info on this Taco Bell hotel.
She's all about it, man.
Well,
That's her company.
Oh,
It's-
didn't
yeah.
Mark Garrigus?
They weren't allowed, what?
wait.
Sorry, Garrigus sent me something.
Oh, I was going to say, is he an investor?
Well, what happened? They did a hotel takeover?
Yeah,
Did they do his
basically-
hotel? Yes.
They did. That's Mark's hotel?
Have they announced?
Oh, I have questions. So this was their latest marketing venture. It's this pop-up hotel in Palm Springs. The rooms sold out in 2 minutes to have the Taco Bell hotel experience. It's called The Bell. And Taco Bell executive Jennifer Arnold said in a statement, "We're excited to give a peek into Taco Bell's first hotel that is truly Taco Bell luxury at a value as we evolve how fans can celebrate with the brand this summer and beyond." And this includes room service with, cheesy breakfast burritos delivered to your room.
My mouth
you
is
can
watering.
Float across the pool on an inflatable sauce packet.
This is brilliant.
The hotel will
This
be
is
open
brilliant.
from August 8th to 12th, and it's sold out in 2 minutes.
Wow. Wait, how many rooms? Do you get the capacity?
You told me. I didn't know it was Mark's hotel.
This is Mark's hotel. He's a genius.
Oh, Christie's part of this.
Yeah, it's her company.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't get how stuff works.
We're calling her right now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Insider.
Brilliant.
See, my feeling is, here's the way I feel. I have a theory, and my theory is my land of the lost theory, which is the entire world, everyone on the planet could be broken into one of two groups. There's the groups that have never heard of Land of the Lost, so we shouldn't make a feature starring Will
Ferrell.
Will Ferrell in that. And then there's the other half of the world who has heard of it and hates it. So why would we make a movie?
Yeah.
Now listen, I like Taco Bell, but I don't.
And I like Sleazaks.
I don't think of it Sleestack.
Oh, is that what they were?
Yes.
See, I'm in the group that doesn't
But
know.
I don't think of Taco Bell when I think of luxury or vacationing or whatever. I think
This
of
is
it
hipster irony.
I think of it when I used to work construction and I wanted
Right.
a bean burrito.
Right.
I did not know this until Christy started working on this, but Taco Bell, and Joe, you may have some insight into this, has like a cult following
Yeah, it's
amongst
a
some
cult
people.
following.
Like
Yeah.
there are people
Oh,
who
yeah.
love, but like no, for the rest of us, we're like, yeah, Taco Bell, it's good. It's Taco.
I much prefer it to Del Taco and whatever, and I'm fine with Taco
Sinner.
Bell. Again, no bad blood.
He's just kissing their ass because he wants the bell
Sinner.
beef
I
for
tried
that.
to work
Sinner.
there.
Oh, Christy can make that happen. We should talk to her about bringing back the
Get
bell.
him the
Bring the
Bell
Bell Beefer
Beefer.
back and the Frijoles cup, and I'll be
I love
happy.
Taco Bell so much. I want to go to Mexico and eat at the best Mexican restaurant. When they ask me how was it, I'll go, it's good. It's no Taco Bell. You should get a Taco Bell down here.
Yeah.
It's that. I love Taco
You
Bell.
know what you guys should do? Michelin-starred Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Christy.
Wrap a quesadilla on your tacos.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Christy.
congratulations.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Was this Mark's place, this hotel you guys took over?
Apparently it is. Yes, that's what I've heard.
Oh, funny.
It's a weird, small world.
Yeah, it
Of
is.
course.
Garrigus'
Yeah.
hotel.
That was total
Christie
coincidence,
Bishop's, took over. It's sold out. So this was gangbusters. So Mazel Tov to you. What? Give us your title again. Sorry, Christy.
Executive Vice President. And I had nothing to do with this because I joined the week right before the announcement came out. But the team that did it is amazing. They're a bunch of incredibly smart kids working with the Taco Bell team, and it's so fun. It's such a cool account.
This is going to inspire other people to do other things.
I'm not going to a KFC hotel.
A Denny's cruise.
Yeah.
No, but-
Denny's cruise.
You're not going to chicken hotel.
No, but maybe
Hi, Joe.
maybe like Sonic Burger takes over a crematorium or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to keep going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Charbroiled.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A church.
Sizzler took over an AIDS hospice.
What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Do they still have the salad bar?
Well,
I'll get tested.
they've doubled down on the sneeze guard. Sorry. So there's going to be more of this, right? Like it's going to keep going, right?
No, right now, just one thing.
Well,
That's it.
he's
But
asking.
based
Like,
on-
there will be other companies who will consider
well,
that.
yes, but I don't know if anyone's going to do it better than Taco Bell.
No.
I mean, waking up to like a Taco Bell room service menu is pretty wild.
Del
And they're gonna have-
Taco's looking into a couple of motels.
Yeah.
That's going to be hot.
That's right. That's right. You get an old taco. That's it. But I mean, you have hot sauce inflatables
Yeah.
by the pool. Like I
Oh.
don't know what I need to do to get one of these, but I need to know somebody.
Christy, are you going down there for it?
Unclear. I might go down early to check it out. But I mean, the list is hot and heavy as you can imagine, and they're keeping it super small.
Here's a question.
If only
and
knew the boss.
I don't know if you know the ins and outs of this, but like we talk about this kind of stuff where it's like if Tarantino wants to take an obscure song and put it in his movie, the record company or whoever owns the publishing still goes, well, you got to pay us $50,000. Right. And then my argument is you should pay Tarantino
Right.
to get your song and
Back
his
on the
movie
charts.
back on the
They
charts.
sell 1 million copies of that.
Yeah.
So if you're Taco Bell and you're Mark Garagos and Mark Garagos goes, hey, Taco Bell, you got to pay me to use my hotel. And then Taco Bell goes, what are you talking about? I'm going to get your hotel more free,
Right.
whatever. How does that conversation work?
So, again, I was not privy to any of it. I would just imagine that, I mean, I don't know if Garagos loves Taco Bell. Maybe he's like a huge aficionado of like nacho fries. I couldn't tell you. But I would just imagine that the brand equity, to be all nerdy for a second, of Taco Bell is strong enough and the fans are so rabid. I mean, again, this thing sold out in 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes. Okay, I can imagine the mutual benefit.
Oh,
was,
how many
pretty strong
rooms was
early on.
that? How many rooms?
You know what? I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a
think
small
we got the
hotel.
wrong
It's a
person on the
boutique, and it's
phone.
running.
We talked to your supervisor.
Chris says
Is there-
70.
Listen,
Is there
lots of
someone
stuff.
under you that
Like,
we
there's
can
a lot
talk
of things
to?
that even people in the building don't know, but it's running from August 8th through the 12th. So
That's
I imagine,
amazing.
Right.
I don't know, we think 200 a night, something like
That's
that.
a lot of rooms. 70 rooms
Is the
Yeah.
hotel on the border?
of Desert Hot Springs.
Yeah. So that way you can run for the border.
There's all sorts of puns, all the puns, Joe. Everything. Yes.
I'll give your podcast a plug, by the way, commercial grade, available on Apple Podcasts and Listener. And I have, we'll bring you back in because I have more commercials to go over with you. I was just watching one the other day.
Please tell me it was
Thanks,
Subway.
Christy. Appreciate it. Yes, sorry.
Was it
Of course,
the
no
Subway
problem.
commercial?
Somebody
That's the one
sent
that's
me.
going around.
Somebody sent me the Subway commercial.
Bizarre. Like
I wanna see it.
A short film that has nothing to do with Subway.
No.
Totally inspirational. Good days, bad days.
It's a twist ending.
Yeah. It was like, what was the movie that took like 10 years to make?
Boyhood.
Yeah, it's like Boyhood.
It was the commercial version of Boyhood.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, it's a Brazilian Subway commercial?
Yeah, it's a Brazil one.
Oh.
But yeah, we're pulling it up. It's
Now-
long, but
Well, and there's,
Go
I mean,
watch
it's not great audio.
Now, there's a travel advisory, which is if
there's
you
no
go
one.
to Brazil and you get a foot-long meatball sub, you should leave with a styrofoam fake one in case you're robbed walking out of the subway. You'll hand the thief
Yeah.
the
The
fake
fake one.
sub.
Yeah, and run.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, so we have...
I mean, it's just visual.
I don't want to even play it because it's too much. Well, we'll break it down when it comes. It's 2 minutes of like going all the way through a
Just
guy's
simple,
life.
like 15
bizarre.
seconds.
There's no dialogue or anything in it.
it's all-
And then at the end, if somebody said, "I will give you 1 billion guesses to guess who sponsors this," you'd never come up with it.
wouldn't know.
And at the end, it's just a Subway.
Yeah, I would think it's a birth control by the way it plays out, but no.
What?
So, California mother is warning people to lock their phones when they toss the phone over to the toddler when the toddler gets bored because her 2-year-old daughter purchased a $430 couch through the Amazon app, according to Fox News. So this woman, Isabella McNeil, she'd been looking at couches on the app. She didn't close it out. She handed the phone to her daughter. The mother said a week later, a couch showed up that she didn't purchase, and there's nothing she can do about it because it costs more to ship it back. So the 2-year-old little Raina, she pushed the buy now button. I mean, the mom handed her the phone, and there's little buttons, and she pushed buy now, and it's one click.
How old is the kid?
2.
Yeah, Tess is into this now.
Yep. McNeil quickly tried to cancel the order. It was too late. She told one of the news stations that if she returned it, it would cost a $79 restocking fee and would need to pay $100 to ship it back. So now she's trying to sell it online and telling everybody to be more careful.
You know how I've said the phone is sort of a tell for where you're at in your life, which is back when there was a phone or even a cell phone now, but back when like the phone would just ring. And I said, if the phone rings and you like stare at it, like who's that?
Who could that be?
Yeah. Who's that? I don't know. I don't want to chance it.
You run through a catalog of who it could be.
You start going to a catalog of people you're not getting along well, family members, someone you owe money to or whatever, and you just go, oh, fuck it, let the answering machine pick it up. That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
And I said, if you dive on the phone on the first ring, hello? That's a bad sign. That's desperate and lonely and everything. I said, the most even you could be is the phone rings and you go, well, I'll just answer the phone with no thoughts about who it might be, right?
Right.
Is the evenest and the best you could be in a relationship of just leaving your phone wherever, like without the punch-in code. Like you walk in,
protected.
where you set your keys or your sunglass down, your phone just goes flopping down, or it's on the countertop getting charged, a kid's phone or whatever. You don't have a code; it's just there for the world to see. Anyone who wants to walk by and pick it up and see who's been texting you or whatever. Does that mean you're the evenest? Is that sending the message?
100%.
Right?
I think the greatest compliment Gina ever gave me was when I used to show you pictures of Tessa as a baby, and I just hand her my phone and go, hey, I'm going to go scroll through. She's like, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, because, people have photos they don't want you to see or whatever. Like, don't worry.
I would never do that. That's bad form.
So the best you'll ever be in your own head alone is the phone rings and you just, with no thoughts, I shall answer. Yeah. And the best you'll ever be in a relationship, male or female, is I've come home and I will throw my phone down and walk into the next room and take a nap.
Yep.
That's as even. You'll never get more even than that.
If you have an insecurity issue and that's going on between the two, then something's wrong with you as a person.
Well,
because if you're dating someone and you just put the phone in front of them and go to the other room and just hang out, that's amazing.
Because if you don't,
that is. It really is. That's a box of secrets right there.
It's a box, and it's one of two things. You're talking shit about that person, or you're trying to step out on that person. There's nothing else.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, but one thing I hate is when you. I'm not single anymore, but when you are dating and you're on your phone during a date and you text and go and then put the phone down.
Put it down, face down.
But you laughed at something. You responded, laughed, and put the phone down, and then you look at the person you're with.
So anyway.
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wrong, right?
You're right. It's though two people are like, under the table and they're laughing at you and they're like, anyway, so what were we talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck were you talking about?
Yeah, that's the most even you can be is just leaving that phone.
Yep. That's the new challenge.
Ooh,
the new relationship
Adam
challenge.
with the love suggestion.
Yeah. It's almost like he's done this before professionally.
It could be pure apathy. Where like, I'm
a joke guy.
I'm sexing with my neighbor. Who gives a shit, bitch? Where are you going?
This relationship's over anyway.
I got one more too. Your text can't be coded. So if you're in a relationship, it doesn't come up text message.
Oh, never.
It just says the text.
The first 3 lines or whatever.
Right, you can read it just by looking. Like right now, see that, Gina? Boom.
Yeah.
That's my text.
Oh yeah, a lot of hot stuff going on that phone.
No, I'm sorry. Here, look.
You're booked in Buffalo.
There's a text.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yes,
but that's the best way.
Of course.
So,
yes.
Agreed.
That is the most secure you'll ever be.
But Adam, I'm sorry, you got this open. You open up a can of worms because then the argument is he or she usually goes, oh, but then you got trust issues. That's their defense. Mm-hmm. The reason why I have it on my pass log is because some things I like to keep private.
Right.
And I think that's bullshit. And then they make you feel bad for having trust issues with them
That's
Not one.
projecting. That's Hector projector. They're trying to protect themselves.
I think
Right?
having
Yeah.
a passcode is normal.
No,
normal.
but she should be able to have that passcode.
Wait
I
a
see.
minute. Is it Hector projector on your side, or is it inspector detector getting too nosy?
Interesting. That is very
You
hard
could
to
make
argue
a
with.
Hector and an inspector detector.
On the next Adam Carolla show.
He was
That's a gum.
he was the inspector from Speed Racer.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Inspector detective.
Okay.
Not Hector
Unclear
projector.
whether he
What-
spelled detector a different way.
Why didn't they make Speed Racer a movie?
They did.
They did.
They did?
The
They made,
Wachowskis.
they made a weird version
Yeah,
of
the
Did
it.
they
Wachowski
really?
brothers.
Super
Siblings.
weird. Oh God!
They were brothers
Wait a
at the
minute.
time.
Oh, that's why it was so weird.
Yeah, they were transitioning.
Wait,
Probably
the Matrix guys?
trying to turn themselves into
Yep.
peacocks.
Started Emil
while
Hirsch.
they were making. Yes, it was a weird.
And there's a name from the past.
Yes. We're looking at Inspector Detector, by the way, for
I
Speed
love
Racer.
Speed Racer, man.
They
Racer
made
X,
They
bro.
made a Speed Racer the movie, but they made it all weird.
Very weird outer
don't remember
spacey.
this.
Yeah.
It was like Tronny,
And it was a big bomb too. Like I think it lost.
Well,
a
yeah,
ton
obviously,
of
I didn't
money.
watch it.
It was like it was 2008,
Yep,
and it
Emil
was
Hirsch.
like half animated and half. I don't. How would you
Very
describe
CG,
it?
very heavily CG. I never saw the whole thing. I just was aware of it because it was the Wachowskis and they crapped the bed.
Okay, say they do Speed Racer again. Who do you want to star? Who's Speed Racer?
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna say Tom Cruise.
Well, Tom Cruise he's definitely got some wheel time, so we'll have him.
Isn't he like a kid though? Speed?
He was a younger guy.
Okay.
No,
All right,
but
Bieber.
Tom will still look good.
They can fight it
I'll
out
tell
for
you
the
what.
role.
Let's have Tom Cruise play Racer X. That's Speed's older brother.
Oh, there you go.
good.
Okay.
This is why I love Adam Carolla.
good.
That's why I love Adam Carolla.
Bieber for the role.
Bieber will play the part of Spritel,
Okay.
the young brother. Kevin Hart will be Chim Chim. Don't call me a racist.
Oh my God!
Can we say that? Can we say that?
Do we cut this?
No, it's just that
What's
Kevin
the-
Hart has to be in every
356?
single
Yeah, that's
movie
true,
ever
yes.
made.
Well, fun
And
part
what do you
for
want him to be? Pops Racer?
Don't make me laugh.
Inspector Detector? Come on now. No. Trixie, his girlfriend.
Is
I have to see pictures. I don't know any of these people.
What's wrong with you,
No,
brother?
Speed Racer was
Not
not,
American?
at least not in our
Never.
era. it was
No.
not.
I loved Speed Racer. I love
Well,
this
you're a
part. This
lot
is my
older
favorite part
than
of
us.
Speed Racer. Whenever something crazy happened, you always went like this.
Oh. Do you think you could successfully sing the Speed Racer theme song?
I just know the chorus. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go.
Here he comes.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
What?
He's a
all I
demon
know.
and he's going to be chasing after someone. He's something,
I don't know
so
what
you
you're
better
talking
look
about.
alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mark V. And when the odds are against him and his dangerous work, you'll bet your life Speed Racer's gonna see it through. Go Speed Racer.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go.
By the way, Speed Racer is out of Japan, and it's the same as Violence Fight, the video game me and Jimmy played at a golf course once, and the same as Inspector Detector, which is there's a language barrier.
Yeah.
Speed Racer doesn't really, it's kind of
translate,
redundant, doesn't
yeah.
really make sense. Violence Fight seems like it makes sense,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make
Yeah, it doesn't
sense. And
sound good.
Inspector Detector doesn't really need
They were
it either.
close. They're adjacent to everything.
Would you like to hear the cast of the movie until you have inspiration for the casting for this reboot?
Yes, yes.
And they had Pops, Trixie,
That's right.
Mom, Racer X.
That's right. Of course, Emil Hirsch was Speed Racer. Christina Ricci played Trixie.
Trixie.
Interesting. I was going to say Kat Dennings.
Pops, let's do in the reboot perhaps. Pops Racer was John Goodman. Odd.
Oh, no,
Was
I
he a
like
big fat
that.
guy?
He's a big husky guy.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Mom Racer was Susan Sarandon.
It's weird.
Racer X, Matthew Fox.
Speed's brother.
Yeah, Matthew Fox.
From Party of Five.
Lost, yeah.
You know the You know the backstory on Racer X.
No.
Racer X stole Pop's Racer. He built race cars. Racer X, when he was like 16, stole one of Pop's Racer's race cars entered it in the Grand Prix, was like winning the Grand Prix, crashed and burned at the end. Pops was like, I'll my son, I'll kill you, whatever. And he ran away, and he's become the masked racer, never revealing his identity to even Speed. Speed doesn't know it's his older brother, but he's out there looking out for him.
Yeah.
And when Speed finds trouble, and he always finds trouble,
Racer swoops in.
Racer X will swoop in, and Spritle and Chim Chim always stow away in the trunk of the car.
Yeah. Always.
What's Spitle?
Spritle.
Oh, Spritle. What is that?
Spritle
It's like the other kid.
Spritle,
kid?
Spritl's the youngest brother.
Oh, okay.
He's like a mechanic too, right? Or no?
No, the Pops is a mechanic. Speed's a driver. Spritle is just 9-year-old who has a chimp, and they hide in the trunk of the car.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he has a weird, scratchy, annoying voice. Do we have Spritle's? Can we have any tape of Spritle talking? And he was always like wanting to go. So it's like, he'd go like, we're going to go on the volcano race. It's very dangerous. And Spritle would go, can I go? Can I go? And he'd go, no, it's too dangerous for you, Spritle. And then he'd go into the trunk of the car.
He stows away.
Stows away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pops Racer 2019, Nick Offerman.
Oh.
Yeah, with the mustache.
It's a good call.
And the mom, just give her a little blonde, turn her blonde hair into brunette, Amy Poehler. They're great together.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
great together.
Yeah.
This is already a hit.
Yeah.
I'd go.
Yeah. I had a lot of bad stories. Can we hear Spritle talking?
Number 7, driven by the masked racer, is beating Speed, driving the mock car.
Oh, it's Cartman.
Now they're neck and neck, and the masked racer is trying to make Speed crash. They both crash.
Racer X.
That's Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans right there.
Racer!
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
tough on the
Tough
ear.
voice. All right, let's bring it home, Gina
You
Grad.
got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news. You're the best, what?
That was the news with Gina Grad.